I'm also not a big fan of Drucker. There's just too many mountains. Not enough open ground. You gotta really know the paths. So I guess I get what they were going for, but yeah, it can be super frustrating. Cascade Hills is really good. I'd rate it Meager Valley, Cascade Hills, and then Providence Ridge, and then Drucker as last. We all want, at least what I hear a lot, and I know I want, is Trumbull County from Heartland to get in here. I don't know why Heartland's not getting into the State of Decay sandbox at large. Marathon, wits, endurance. What's your fighting skill again? Endurance. Let's go Persian meal. Pyro launcher, of course. This shouldn't be the last mission, though, right? So, if it is the last mission, I need to start taking shit out and getting ready to have all these people secure when we make our eventual return into the State of Decay. How much food are we making per day now? 3.5? We were just making 6. We were just making 6, and now we have an agriculturalist, so that doesn't make any sense. Top end garden and farm upgrades for food production. They're already farm 2s. These things should be making a ton of fucking food. I mean, 7 food a day, but damn, I was really hoping we'd just get rich on food. Oh, Neo. That's ironic. Neo Nerez Neo, thank you for taking the red pill, seeing just how deep the rabbit hole goes. Welcome to reality. Neo Nerez, thank you very much for that follow, man. Thank you. Means a lot. I appreciate it. Right now, I'm really stuck with Providence Ridge, but I played all maps and I really want a new map. Do you think they will make another? That's a good question. I don't think anything is impossible. Well, I mean, I don't think they're suddenly gonna add like gonna kill Hyperius the Invincible or something. They've added things in this game that I never thought they would add. So. Later. Dr. Four members. We've beaten back the Blood Plague. Now it's time to take back what's ours. Cool. Like crossbows. You know, I don't think anybody thought that we'd ever get crossbows in State of Decay 2. I think the idea was probably State of Decay 3 they would finally start to broaden. But they added a whole new weapon type in, and the game had already been out a year by then. And they added new enemy types in. They've added new survivors. They've added new building facilities. I don't think anything's impossible. They have 4 exits on the maps apparently already built in, or 3 or 4. So it's already designed to where there could be another map. I think it probably will be Trumbull though. With the Blood Plague defeated. But it also took them 2 years. The game had been out 2 years before we got Providence Ridge, so.
Sure, whatever.
It depends on where they're at. Microsoft owns them now. I know they've got a bigger staff. We know the Series X is about to happen.
Hell yeah. As long as we keep working together.
I have to imagine this is probably the last year of content that this game will get. I don't see them doing much more. I know that Class A was the big game they always wanted to make, which was like an MMO. I don't know if that's still their goal or not. But I would imagine with Series X coming out, their staff growing, being owned by Microsoft now, they probably want to make a new game. A new State of Decay. Hopefully we'll get dynamic weather. This game would be left in an amazing place if they gave us dynamic weather and they gave us, I don't want to load people up yet because I've done this in the past and I've loaded people up and then I had like 5 missions to go and I made myself poor by doing it. I thought about just going ahead and putting Alexandria in and starting to prep for the end run, but since that's not really an option right now, let's go clear out this infestation. And let's just run there. Very, very risky though, of course, but especially with no meds.
Don't breathe that shit.
No beds, no car, no secondary gun. Someone's got a machine gun over here. You hear that go off? I really love this game because it's so much better than State of Decay 1 and kind of addictive, but I just think it gets really boring over time. It can be repetitive for sure. There's things I love about State of Decay 1 though. I do think State of Decay 1 is I do think State of Decay 2 is unequivocally better than State of Decay 1. But I hope I said that right. 2 is better than 1. But I still think, and we talk about this pretty often when I stream this game, that 1 did things that 2 didn't, that were better. Passive vehicle and weapon repair. The weapon specializations were much more powerful and were linear. You didn't have to rely on RNG on whether or not to get them. I liked being able to build an entire safe zone with a base and having a fully walled in base. I thought the combat was simple, but the combo system underneath it was deep and complex. I thought Breakdown and Lifeline were excellent DLCs that pretty much exactly hit the mark of what fans wanted. And I think Daybreak's a terrible DLC.
Can't do it.
Beyond that, yeah, I mean, the survivor system's deeper. Obviously, the graphics are so much better. There's so many more different models and animations in the game. There's so many more weapons. The survivor system got a complete and total improvement. Outside of the weapon specializations, like the personality system that they built into this game is far superior and unique.
School is in session.
Yo, Finvara. What up, Finvara? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you. Having multiple maps.
Not really what I was hoping for.
The Blood Plague in Nightmare is excellent. It's a better game, but there were things that were done in State of Decay 1 that I appreciate. And I feel like with the improved budget they've got to be under now, like State of Decay 3, or who knows what will happen with State of Decay 2. But with Juggernaut Edition, I do think we're at a point where they're starting to work on moving on. I have to imagine. We have a mission? Here we go. Might makes right. Let's do it. But I feel you, man. I do. I'm about to take a break from it myself. This should be the final legacy we need on Nightmare. Then I'm gonna take a little break from it, and I hope that they do some more DLCs like Zed Hunter and Choose Your Own Apocalypse. I hope we get to see Trumbull County. Maybe we'll get to see that new map you talked about. Maybe. It's got to be within the realm of possibility. We'll see dynamic weather. I don't think they'll do snow. I don't think they'll do fog, but it's possible we'd get rain and thunderstorms. They put a raincoat in here, which feels like a troll move because they know we want weather. It definitely gets boring though if like you're just totally set up. If you got the best of the best survivors, you got a totally superior self-sustaining base. You know, you're not... With games like this, you have to kind of come up with your own reason to continue to play, and that usually comes in the form of challenge, in my opinion. You know, do a scenario where you don't use any of the DLC. Do a scenario where you can only use 3 survivors. Run a scenario where you can only ever use the people who have 1 lung, and see how far you can get. I wish they had built that in, like they did with Breakdown. Like, oh, hey, you beat the scenario with a guy where you have 3 survivors and they all have 1 lung and a bum knee. They're, you know, alcoholics or whatever. Great. Now you've unlocked the X-Sprayer 17 that has... It regenerates ammo over time because it's a secret Red Talon weapon, like Breakdown had. I heard there will be an update mid-June that brings an even harder difficulty. I don't know. I haven't heard any on that. That's interesting. You have to post a link in our Discord or something, because they hold it so close to the chest. They're being a smaller studio. They just don't seem to, you know, it's perfect. That's how you got to do it, though. You got to under-promise and over-deliver. As much as we, the fans, want news and want to know what they're up to and hear what's going on, game devs just get in so much trouble with fans when they say, like Peter Molyneux, Fable will be the greatest RPG ever made. Ever. Of course, it isn't.
I'm getting good at this.
I mean, it was good, but it wasn't the greatest RPG ever made ever. That was Morrowind. And people just don't really trust him anymore. They won't trust you anymore. So I think they've been smart, even though they're so like.
That's a lot of stuff.
They don't give us a lot of news. Cruel, what up, man? Hey, how the hell are you doing? Welcome to the stream, Cruel. Thanks for being here. Look at this. A lot of new faces popping in. I appreciate it. Where's right makes right? Right makes right. All the way down here. Oh, these guys are neutral. These guys? The guys I just decided not to do a mission for? How many humans are we gonna have to kill? That's the big question. We don't have bloater grenades. Got a pyro launcher, we got a rifle. We've already lost 2 warlords to humans. The one thing I fucking hate about Nightmare, though, is the enemy NPCs doing headshots like they do. It's the one consistent thing I'll bitch about. I love the zombies being OP. I love being overwhelmed. I love seeing a ton of zombies on the screen at once. That challenge is excellent. But if you're gonna have NPCs do headshots, then they need to have a sniper rifle, and there needs to be a glint on the scope so that you at least have a slight tell before they do it. Not a big fan of Blood Plague Juggernauts, and not a big fan of NPC sniper headshots. Bro, sorry, I'm bad at English. I'm from Germany. Oh, hey, man, it's all good. Guten Morgen, Danke. How long do I stay on a base usually? Well, right now, no time at all. I'm just trying to beat the Legacies. But we did a challenge, and we're going to do it again, called a Day 99 community, where we'll stay as long as we can. We'll try to survive 99 days in Nightmare. Just kind of go all out. But I change the map pretty much whenever I kill all the Plague Hearts. Hate how bitchy the Enclaves get when you don't help them. I've got better shit to do during my apocalypse to help your whiny ass. They have helped that a little bit. They made the mission spawn in less, which is kind of a mixed bag, because I've had it where like no missions have spawned in for hours, which means early on, 0 opportunities to get new survivors.
Reclaim this town. I need to finish that one.
But overall, it's better. It is definitely better, the pacing of those. Obviously, it was terrible to start with. You know, they're constantly telling you had to run a mission, and if you didn't do it within 2 minutes, they were pissed at you. No, the way. That's true. That's true, Finvera. Zombies aren't going to kill themselves. Is this...
On my way to you.
Yes, I guess it is.
I can get behind that. I'm right behind you.
Is this might makes right?
This is it, SA. Here we go.
This is it? This is where the zombies are at?
Works.
If it keeps you alive, that's what matters, right?
These guys are... Oh, fuck. This is gonna be really dangerous. God damn, it's their freaking enclave. Just open the door, eh? We have a follower, I think, so I'm gonna take him with us, and hopefully he'll help us kill these humans. Fingers crossed! Expect us to get headshot within the first 30 seconds. I don't think that's a big problem. Oh yeah, you got the Trader Depot. The Trader Depot and the distillery is super, super strong. If you actually just want to stay... Oh, I didn't know that we had to kill him over here. Where's the mission area?
Guys, we could really use your help with this shit right now. Our neighbors just stole every scrap of medicine we
Oh,
had.
fuck.
How are we supposed to put up with this bullshit?
We hit that so hard. I didn't even, like,
This town needs us long.
turn away from it.
We can't stand by and watch bullshit like this happen.
Muerto. Closing in. Getting surrounded by the dead here.
Well, missed a lot of shots there.
I can't keep this up.
Oops. Still got a reload, though, in the mag. Bro, sorry for my bad English. I'm from Germany. No, you're good. You're good.
Nothing
Don't
we
worry
can't
about it.
handle, though.
You're good at English. You're good at English, man. Did I already read that? I think I already read that. Anyway, everybody back in the cart. How do you maintain rep you need without play cards and other things in order to buy shit from the trader? Join other people. Yeah, in his case, I would just run the distillery. The distillery, you can just make liquor. So long as you got ethanol. And I think you can make ethanol through food, right? So long as you got the food. So if you got a gardener in agriculture, then you'll be good. You just pump out food and then turn that into rye whiskey and then trade it. You did, okay.
You mind waiting a sec?
I just changed map, shit gets boring. Yeah, definitely a personal choice. But that's the beauty, right? It's the sandbox, zombie simulation sandbox. That's where it's good. That's the part of this game that's fun.
There's too many of them. We're done without help.
That could have gone much better. Usually there's like 100 zombies around. Now we gotta kill 35 and they don't want to pop up.
That's pretty heavy.
See, especially if you flip them down the stairs like that, they should just die.
You mind waiting a sec?
Hey, you want to hold up? You want to wait? Here we go again. Yeah, I also played it a lot, but I was just doing the same shit over and over again. Oh, what, State of Decay 2? This game that we're playing that we've been talking about, it couldn't be this game, could it? Well, gee. Anyway, back to this DMCA music. Ah, yes. The sound of royalty-free music for our 3 viewers. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Do the same shit over and over in all games. Relatively speaking. I'd call it variations of the same shit over and over again. Some games are better at covering that up. You know, you either increase the challenge of doing that same shit over and over again, or you incorporate a new mechanic of doing the same shit over and over again. I get what you're saying. Like, Destiny, you do the same shit. You shoot the thing in the head over and over again. But of course, there's like 1,000 ways to shoot that thing in the head. 1,000 different reasons to do it. And 1,000 ways that you can't shoot it in the head. You have to shoot this one other thing in the head first. But I'm sure, like life, a lot of it boils down to doing the same shit. Up to you, how do you approach it? That's true. It's true. Is that your playstyle, Neo? Is it you just like to hunker down and run the same base?
Okay, here they
I know I like to fast search and make a lot of noise. That's my thing.
If I stay quiet, maybe they'll move on.
I stay quiet right after he broke 1,000 light bulbs. Just try to get a perfect team, and after that, collect all the weapons or help random people and have some funny moments. Yeah, so that's cool. I'm glad that's how you like to play it. That makes sense. That's what State of Decay is all about. But that's probably why it's getting boring for you, man. When you get really fucking OP, when the challenge starts to go away, I think games tend to get boring, which I hate saying because I love being OP. But I do think it's a fact of game design that if the player isn't being challenged, the shit gets boring pretty quick. But you gotta have challenge that feels fair and feels approachable. It's a very fine edge. Like Borderlands has challenge. The challenge is that things have 55 million health points, and if you don't have the gear, you just can't get through the 55 million health points. That's just really not fun.
That's that. Next place?
Why is there a sudden shortage of zombies in an otherwise entirely zombie-infested world? Borderlands 3 had that issue of challenge. Yep, yeah, you're exactly right, Adam. It's disappointing. I hope they fix it. I don't know if they will, because I think a lot of it is just simply fundamental. It's baked into how they made that game. I think they've done a lot as far as the patches are concerned for Borderlands, but somehow they keep kind of ending up in the same place, which is, oh, that thing has 50 million health, and I'm bored out of my mind. So I either farm all day and do the exact same shit constantly so that I can approximate doing damage to that 55 million health, and then eventually you farm up enough and you get there, though it takes a lot of hours. And then you can just melt that 55 million health bar thing, and that feels pretty good for a while, but then that gets pretty boring too. It's a real fine balance. But I think that Borderlands actually has a great challenge scale during the first playthrough, first couple playthroughs even. It's one of the areas I actually agree with Cathalion in his video criticizing Borderlands 3, is Borderlands 3 does not feel like a game you're supposed to play forever. It feels like it's a really fun, good playthrough. Which, in 2020, in a AAA game, does not meet the bar. Got 2 survivors today named Ghost, one called Boo. Oh, that's amazing. I hope you took screenshots of that, Cruel. Ouchie. Ouchie. Armored zombies first.
You're all right at this.
I appreciate that.
That took a lot longer than I expected.
This shit's getting risky. Let's move.
It's okay. I'm going home.
Shit's getting risky. We've had to drive around looking for zombies. They're normally everywhere. The moment your ass is in danger, there's 1,000. And I love that number, by the way. It's why I keep saying it. Like, even Nightmare is nothing more than just spamming auto-aim with 150 mag AK. I mean, if that's how you like to play it, though. Like, I get you, if that's how you like to play it. I personally really like leveling people up. I like recruiting people. I like seeing their stats, seeing what hero bonus they get. I like to mix it up. I could totally see just being bored out of my fucking mind if I had the best weapons and the best people, you know, and I was at like the same base and I never left the base. Yeah, definitely would get bored.
In you may go, but do mind your manners.
But my people die pretty often because I'll just do stupid stuff. And it keeps it fresh. It keeps it fresh. But just running away or die. Yeah, that's true. But that's, you know, just dicking around. Made me giggle. As it should. As it should, Cruel. Mayhem 2.0 is like, we have 25 new mods, yet only use the best 4 for the whole time. Right, so why can't we pick those out of a list? Why can't we re-roll them? And it's so disappointing because they said, we learned from the early Mayhem that people didn't like all the negatives stacked on top of the negatives with no benefit to you. So Mayhem only has like 3 good rules. Loot explosion, you gotta hit him in the head, whatever it's called, like crit spot, I think, you know, it's some sexual innuendo. And there's another one where you get like 75% bonus damage on elements, but they do it to you too. The rest are just shit. Why would you ever want to play with that? I don't want to make myself weaker. And so the way they justify that is, well, it's just about choice. Bullshit. You know as well as anybody what a player wants to do is meet a challenge, and the challenge is Mayhem 10. But the way you've designed it is so helter-skelter. It's where you're half committed to the idea of player choice, and you're half committed to the challenge of it, and there being a valid reason to do that challenge, that it doesn't go anywhere. What's your guys' favorite map? My favorite map is Meager, I believe. Leader is named Catfish, brings 3 food in herself as her passive. I was impressed, to be honest. She's becoming a favorite. 3+ food is her passive. She have fishing? What's her hero bonus? What? Join Drucker? Yeah, I don't like Drucker. I don't like how linear it is. You know, it forces you down certain paths too much for my taste. I liked in Trumbull and State of Decay 1 how much like off-roading there actually was. I loved being able to just coast across the map real quick, and I liked being able to find different nooks, crannies, or they had stashed loot, or you'd see like a bunch of bones and you know, a rifle and a moldering hand, and you'd imagine some shit went down. You see a cross burning in a cornfield and say bullets are the only cure. I mean, they did that in this one too, to their credit, but
How was it?
By the way, this will probably go fucking terribly because these guys are.
Whoa.
All right, that went well. I think that went well. So this guy's meant to be our leader, and we've already lost 2 warlords. So we need to be really fucking smart.
Better not have to run carrying all this. I have to rest.
Fuck.
I don't want to go out.
God, no! Fucking get up! Get up, Duncan! Get!
Oh God! Almost out of those.
Oh, get out the fucking window! Duncan, get out the fucking window! Oh God, oh man, oh God, oh man, oh God, oh man, oh God, oh man! Oh!
Well, that's the last of them.
I'm gonna get shot in the fucking head.
Any chance you could get a medic on the line?
Duncan! Watching Goth Border. It's pretty good, but there's also bullshit in it. Like, he basically wants... What the fuck? He basically wants Destiny. Dude. Fuck NPC headshots. Fuck NPC headshots and everything they stand for. Fuck NPC headshots. Fuck Reddit. Why did they listen to this? Did they ever test it? It's not fucking fun. It's complete and utter fucking garbage. I cannot fucking move. Fuck NPC headshots. Why did they think this was a legit fucking idea? On any goddamn level. You know what we're doing? Because I'm done with this. I'm done with the legacies. And I am not doing this. Alright? I'm not doing this shit. Quit it. I'm leaving. This game wants to cheese the fuck out of me. I'll cheese the shit out of it. Call it unfair. I think the game's unfair. I'm gonna beat this legacy tonight so I can move on. So that's what we're gonna do. I think we only had to cheese it twice now to get through our nightmare legacies, but fuck NPC headshots! It's not a good idea! You can do it in one scenario. Give them a sniper rifle and let me see the glint of their scope. Then I will call it fair. Perfect. Perfect. It's my own fault. You have a tell. You get a warning. It's your fault if you don't get out of the way. What do they do with the jackals in Legendary on Halo? You get to see the glint of their scope. Same thing in Call of Duty. So it's your fault if you don't hit the shot and if you don't get out of the way. What do they do in State of Decay 2? They are just an aimbot. They have hit us from across the map. They've hit us while we're crouched, far away from their base. They will hit you in the fucking head no matter what. It is just dog shit, man. Because it's not fun. It's just random. It's just random punishment. It makes me mad. I like the challenge of it, so keep it in certain conditions. But just like the wholesale adoption of an idea that got thrown around on Reddit doesn't play well. And that's what I got on that one. That's how it's been there. I've called Juggernauts via car horns after that. Hey, you're a better man than me then, Finn. Fucking nightmare NPCs, for real. Fishing and hero +1. Okay, so you got, oh nice, so 3 food a day. That's really good. That's really good. Her name's Catfish, which is perfect. He's got no health. These guys are still gonna be here. I've gotta use the extremely brief moment that I have. Extremely fucking brief. It will go. We don't want to lose the last hero we have in the pool. Alright, let's get over here. Let's make some med kits. We'll try again. Especially after they caught on fire and took bullets to the head. When they were caught in that doorway, man, oh man, it's... Oh, I like the challenge. I like the challenge. I don't like the arbitrary nature of it. That's what feels unfair. Like, oh hey, you just came around a corner, BAM! You gotta let me know. Same thing with Jugs. Jugs, you know, you got some tell, that's good. You have a little bit of a fight, but in any boss fight, even on the hardest difficulty, on any game I've ever played in my whole life, after a Juggernaut, any boss, does its tell, you avoid its damage phase, you get a few moments to do damage to it. Dude, Jugs don't have a break.
We'd appreciate it.
In Nightmare, those Jugs do not have a break. They just keep swinging. They just keep swinging. They turn on a swivel. Their head flips around like an owl. They do not fuck around. So the only answer is a 50 cal. Alright, how many meds do we have? 25? Let's craft some medicine. Let's go kill these bastards. Let's just hear just how much more I can bitch in an evening. I'm sure I can bitch plenty. Duncan, you have to do it, man. You're the chosen one. You're the chosen one, Duncan. You have to be done with these legacies. Look at that.
Running real low there. Any chance you could get a medic on the line?
Okay.
That was not cheap.
What the hell am I thinking?
Thinking you're gonna go kill these bastards. We gotta get sweet revenge, don't you understand? Sweet, sweet revenge. Source some ammo, please. Okay. Can't we make explosives here? Give me... These frag grenades don't do for shit. How about fire? We got some gasoline. Let me go gasolines. Give him a Molotov. Go for range headshot with a sniper. Dude, they will hit you. I'm telling you, they'll still hit you, Neo. If you play on Nightmare... I've got this whole thing on the YouTube. There is one moment, I believe it was our trader playthrough, where I'm on top of a hill, and I don't know, 2 miles away, you know? Probably in real life, it'd be like a mile and a half. I'm coming down a hill, there's a forest between me and them, they're in a warehouse all the way in the back of it, behind a door that I've got a Jeep that's been blown up on. They're in a crack in the window, and as I'm running down the hill, they hit her in the head fucking twice and kill her. They're just overtuned. And they did a patch, and then they had to hotfix because the patch had it where like your friendly NPCs were shooting you all the time, and it was really loud and annoying. And they said in this little hot patch, they did a small patch, that they improved the AI of the NPCs. They get in and out of cars more. They prioritize getting in the car instead of trying to go for one more zombie kill, and that they were a little more accurate. Because like, you guys might remember that they found out that the Undead Labs team purposely undertunes the AI to make the game harder. There was like patch 5 or something where temporarily the AI was working like you would assume it would work. And it was amazing. Well, what's happened is, so far today playing, your NPCs don't even shoot half the time. They're as dumb as ever, if not dumber. I'm pretty sure they're dumber. They refuse to get in the car. They're not even shooting screamers and ferals that are right on top of them. But the enemy NPCs have become goddamn American Sniper. But you can hide better. Yeah, I mean, it's a fair point. It's a fair point. It's not a bad idea.
Barely lift this.
But right now, I'm bitching, so I'm going to keep bitching. The draw distance and bullet drop are not okay for us to do that. The NPCs can scope. Oh, I have that base too, doing solo Nightmare at the moment. I have 5 play cards left to go. Nice, you're gonna get it, Vera. You're gonna get it, Finvera. Yes, the homie shooting us and not being able to get to the trunk. So glad they fixed that bit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's... I'm glad they weren't wasting ammo, but it was just annoying. Okay, gasoline. So Neo wants us to go for... I don't even think I got a sniper on me. I can find a little bit of cover. I mean, I get you. It's how I killed the last group. But Warlord Legacy, I think I'm going to have to do this a bunch. Whatever. We live to fight another day as of right now. Let's see what we have for range. Oh, we got that non-compliant SKS. That's what we used to kill the last group. I don't think we've got anything with a proper proper scope on it, though. This Valentine's gun is probably the closest thing, in all honesty. I'll use that SKS, though. It seemed to have some power to it. What's it take? 7.6? Alright. I don't have a lot of it, I don't think, but... In fact, I don't have any of it. Damn. Feels like it's usually better just to sword ammo. Yeah, wait, can you make ammo at the Warlord thing? Whoops, no, don't do that. Oh, yeah. 1 ammo, 23 parts, 3 chemicals. How many chemicals do I have? No idea. Whatever. 37 shots is plenty. Let's go try this shit again. Fuck these guys, for real. Revolver has pretty high damage. If I had ammo for it. Oh, damn it. Got the thing. Where's it at? I heard it scream. There it is. We got to stand there like a badass waiting for the zombies to come on. Totally unafraid. Another thing, random animations make me angry. If I could just do the quick swing batter up every single time, I'd be a happy man. It's quick, it's effective, doesn't take a lot of stamina. Every time they do that, I'm gonna squeeze your head into the cement. Yeah, it's a cool animation. But it takes twice as long, and it puts you in an awkward-ass position, and the animations are just random. So again, hey, close combat. That's the winner. Oh my god. The Ray Lewis football tackle from the fucking blind side.
That won't work. God, I'm tired.
I did not want to go for a grab there. That was on me. Pressed the wrong button. Luckily, Duncan has a massive amount of health. Like that, right there. If I could do that, batter up every time, you could kill so many more zombies. Then they'll go to the curb. That slows the whole thing down. I don't want to waste the ammo.
I'm exhausted. Fire in the hole!
I think I definitely lit myself on fire, not so much the zombies. Okay. I always want to use smoke grenades, and then smoke grenades never want to really work. I want to throw some smokes down and go on the assault. And so that part of it's cool. That challenge is good, but you gotta give us a chance. The NPCs have to actually function in a way that you feel like you're playing a game and not trying to do as much bullshit as that they do. Try to break it. How long is this episode now?